Hello, welcome to EDCI 519, our graduate practicum class. I'm Dr. Melanie Reeves. I'm excited to work with you this semester. It is going to be kind of a different semester, and I'll go over that here in just a minute. But what I want to do is just kind of go over the syllabus as it is. There is not a detailed calendar yet because we're waiting for a little bit more placement information to create the calendar for when things are due. But we do have seminars that will get started here in the second week of when we're together. So I'm going to go over the syllabus, but before I do that, I want to talk about some adjustments that we are making. And most of you hopefully have received this letter that I created that talks about how we're adjusting this practicum course in relation to the COVID-19 pandemic that is happening right now. For those of you who are being placed in a classroom for this course, your placements are going to be made a little bit later than normal. So that's something to know. Because of that, we adjusted what the amount of hours connected with a classroom that are expected. So this course requires 65 hours total of engagement with teaching and learning. Generally, that's done in a complete classroom setting. However, this semester, we are going to require a minimum of 30 hours in the classroom, and then I will provide 35 hours worth of engagement with like videos of teaching with some reflection type components and so on to meet the other 35 hours. So that's just something to know there. If you are a class 5 provisional licensed teacher already placed in your classroom, you are definitely welcome to just do all 65 hours there and not do any of the online learning. Or if you are placed in a classroom and you want to get more than 30 hours, you are welcome to do that. So just reach out to me, let me know what you're thinking of doing, and I'll work with you on however you'd like to do that. There are seminars for the course, so I'm going to talk about those in a minute. Your evidence for professional growth assignment, which is a key assessment and assignment for this course that prepares you to do something similar in student teaching. Because placements are getting made later, or we don't really know what might happen with the pandemic, we are going to get going on these EPGs very quickly, get you doing your pre-assessment, doing your lesson plan, and teaching the lesson and post-assessment so that you can get this part in for sure if we end up not being able to have access to students or such like we did last spring. Okay, other course requirements, there'll be some other things, so I'm going to go over that in the syllabus. All right, so let's dive into the syllabus a little bit. Right up top, you can see the dates for our seminars. So these seminars, you can come here to campus we meet in room COE 305, or you can join virtually no matter where you live. If you live here in Billings but you don't want to come here, you can totally join. I'll be sending a Zoom link for you to join. So we can only accommodate up to 10 people in room 305, and so I do provide a sign up a shared Google Doc where you can sign up to tell me if you're coming in person so that we can make sure we don't go over our 10 maximum. That way we can spread out and be at least 6 feet apart. Okay, my contact information is over here. I am doing virtual meetings, phone, email, of course, I'm always available. So just let me know. I can meet with you in person. I just need to know ahead of time because my office is too small to meet in my office, so we need to go into like a conference room, and I just need to make sure when it's available. So just let me know if you'd like to meet, and we can definitely meet one way or another. Here are the topics we're going to cover all together in the class: observation skills, expectations of field experiences, professionalism in the field, lesson planning and evidence of professional growth, classroom management, how to integrate Indian education for all, uh, technology integration, and also professional communication and collaboration. And I'll let you just kind of read these items, the catalog description. I do want to talk a minute about required materials. I don't have an assigned book for this class. However, I do want you to read a book of your choice. And this is very wide open. All I say is a book of your choice that is related to teaching in some way that you feel like is going to be inspiring. I want you to read something that you really want to read and that will really be exciting for you. This shouldn't be a textbook from another course that you're already reading. So this should be really a chance to read something that is going to get you excited about what you do. So we'll all be reading something different, and in our seminars, I will have some time set aside for us to share with each other what we're reading and kind of gain from that. And you have some journal entries that will be attached to that reading as well. I will let you kind of look over the course expectations here. Oh, one other thing about materials. You will need some sort of a blank journal or some way to keep a journal going. And I'll be going over those journal expectations here in a minute. Okay, very important, the university wanted us to give you information about COVID-19 and what's happening. So this whole first page is all on COVID-19 and what you need to know about that. Here are some student support links that you can click on that can be helpful. The Phoenix Center, very supportive of the work they do here on campus to support individuals who are experiencing any form of violence. So if you or someone you know are experiencing relationship violence, domestic violence, sexual assault, or stalking, please feel free to give the Phoenix Center a call. They are an amazing resource that we have here on campus. Here's our Title IX information and a statement on safe and effective learning environments. And then some more support. So I'm just going to let you read those. I do want to point out, if you if you are registered with Disability Support Services and have accommodations, you can let me know and I will make those accommodations for you. We have an amazing resource, the Native American Achievement Center here on campus. Not only are they a resource for our Native American students, but they're a resource for any student or faculty who would like more information about Native American cultures, especially ones here in Montana. So I encourage you to reach out to them if you want to access that resource. If you are in the military or if you're a veteran, we have resources for you. So you can read this page about our Military and Veteran Success Center, as well as our program called Veterans Upward Bound. Okay, here is a list of all the learning outcomes for our course, and I aligned them with the assignments and then all of the standards that we're required to link to. So you can look through there to see that. I have here a list of the assignments and the point values that they're worth, and some tips on doing your assignment work, academic honesty policy, a comment about it being a field-based course, and on that. It talks here about Kathy Holt is our field experience placement coordinator. She is the one that will be making your placements if you are not a Class 5 teacher. But if you have any concerns about your placements, direct them to me, and then I'll work with you on that. A little note about that you'll be collaborating with cooperating teachers if you're not on a Class 5 license and you're paired with a teacher. So a little information about some things to consider in that, being in that position. And then here are some assignment overviews. So these are the kind of shortened versions. For each assignment, I'll have a full-length assignment description. So I'm just going to let you read over those. You'll have a log, activity log, that you need to fill out and submit. This semester, you'll need to submit those weekly so that we can attend to any contact tracing that's necessary. You'll have reflective journaling to do, so read over that. We're going to have you assess your own progress on what we call the College of Education Disposition Assessment. And also your teacher or supervisor will do the same assessment for you. And then you'll teach 2 lessons in this class. One will be connected with your evidence of professional growth. The other is just on its own. Your cooperating teacher or university supervisor will be doing formative evaluations, and they will also be doing summative evaluations of your teaching. And then you have the evidence of professional growth, or the EPG, that will be scored. And then your cooperating teacher or university supervisor also gives you a final grade evaluation as well. And all that gets factored into your overall course grade here. Yeah, and so here's the schedule is pretty flexible. Like I said, I've given you the dates for the seminars, and then as soon as I'm able, I will give you a detailed course calendar. So that really is it on just an overview of the course. The rest of this has all the standards and fun stuff that you could read if you like. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email, phone, we can Zoom, or whatever you want to do. All right, thanks.